Jaga yo. Peace in. Habari asubuhi family. Grand rising. Grand rising. Grand rising. Grand rising. Now it's just begun. The now is just begun, and it's only for a moment. Said it's only for a moment, yeah. And now it's just begun. Now it's just begun. And it's only for a moment. Said it's only for a moment, yeah. And now it's just begun. And now it's just begun. And it's only for a moment. Said it's only for a moment. Now it's just begun. Now it's just begun. And it's only for a moment. Said it's only for a moment. Peace in family. It's your brother from another motherland, Mr. Mikel. The energy healer, present in rhythm, on breath for another conversation on spiritual health and family. I am in such delight to be here with you yet again, creating deeper, more embedded memories with one and all. Memories that become a part of our very activity of life. Memories that inspire our responses and interactions with life. Memories that guide our thoughts, entertainment, guide our actions. Memories that encourage our practices and our participations. I am so thrilled that this memory that we are creating here is a memory that will be a fixture in your own personal heaven. This memory is dedicated to your spiritual health, your growth, your development, your connection to your divine self, the consciousness which guides and moves our life. This conversation here today is dedicated to that memory, past, present, and future. Woo! Peace in, love out. I want to say Nakumaisha to every single one of you guys. Nakumaisha is a term to remind us that anything that we love, we must give life to. Nakumaisha, again, is a statement, a phrase that reminds us what love actually is. Love is the application of giving life to something, someone, somewhere. When I say naku maisha, it literally translates to I life you. I give you life. Yes, family? And this is a term that we coined in our community, again, to remind us of what love truly is. When we talk about spiritual health, we cannot talk about spiritual health without first having a true understanding of what love is. Love is giving, seeking nothing in return. Now, in order to truly get that understanding, you must understand first and foremost that love is not about your affection towards something. Love is not about your emotional attachment or your emotional relationship with something or someone or somewhere. Love is the principle in which you were made in. Okay? Love is the very life that you live. Okay? So let's jump into the natural definition of love, which is giving, seeking nothing in return. The operative word in that definition is giving. So in order to understand love and experience love, the operative word and the most emphasis is placed on that word, give. You see? Give. Give. Giving, seeking nothing in return. Now, giving, family, is not just about what you have in your possession in the forms of material. Giving is a principle that governs your entire life. There is not a day that you do not give. There is not a moment that you do not give. There will never be a scenario in your life that you are not giving. You see, the only thing that changes is your experience of your giving nature, which is your love. Yes? So what is it that we give unconsciously every day, every moment, every second? What is it that we give? We give in thought, we give in action, we give in interaction, we give in intention, we give in practice, and we give in participation. These are the various forms of giving that we do every day that make up our life experience, that make up everything that we do in life. This is how we give. And this is what, when it comes to our love, this is what our focus should be on. What we are thinking. Because what we are thinking is transforming our experience of life. What we are acting on. Because our actions are creating memories, just like our thoughts. What is our intentions? Because our intentions is shifting the energy in which we do everything. How we interacting, our interactions is what is creating a call and response, an energy back and forth with life, events, people and things around us. What are we practicing? Our practices is creating disciplines that is shifting our experience of ourselves. And what are we participating in? Our participation is giving us full kinetic memory. All of these things which we call our type: thoughts, actions, intentions, interaction, practice, participation. Our type is what is creating our life. Our type: thoughts, actions, intentions, interaction, practice, and participation. That is our toolbox for manifesting. That is our toolbox for our love service. That is our toolbox to be instigators of life itself. Now, whether you are consciously aware, whether you are taking responsibility for that toolbox or not, those tools are functioning in your life. So your experience of life is determined by how well you have come to master your type tools. I hope I'm not losing anyone. Write down your questions in the question box as they come up, and we will deal with that as well. You understand me, family? You are love. The first organ to develop in the womb is your heart, which is known as the center of love. Why? Why is the heart known as the love organ? Because the vibrations of the heart, family, is the most strongest and most powerful vibrations in your body. The vibrations that the heart signals is quadrupled the amount of the brain. Do you understand? So the heart, family, truly what's on your heart and how your heart is vibrating is truly affecting your reality. You see? What is your heart sharing? This is why we are called waroho, of the heart. Roho is your heart. Yes? Roho is the heart. Because that is where the spirit makes its activity. Yes? The energy that emits from your heart is the loudest, is the most powerful, has the most effect on people around you. Wa roho, of the heart. Cheza roho, play the heart. The heart is what is vibrating and creating your auric field around you, family. The heart is what is calling things to and from you, is what is shifting how you are able to relate from that heart space. Are you open? Are you closed? Are you heavy? Are you light? Love is who you are. Love is who you are. Love is your principle for living. Now, how are you using that love principle? You have a toolkit for your love. And that toolkit will determine how your love is productive, how your love is shared, and what you experience from that love. So family, with this in mind, there's a classic song saying there's a thin line between love and hate. And that song is very true and powerful because, family, often the things we say we hate emotionally, we love in principle. If you find yourself going on and on and on about something, bringing it up when no one else has brought it up, sustaining a particular energy on a topic, even when you have options to transform that energy on a particular topic. If you find yourself constantly going into a certain discussion that you say you don't like, you love it in principle. In principle, you love it. And this is going to be the biggest wake-up call for some of us. You love it. Your constant dedication in thought to this person, place, or thing. Your constant dedication in interaction with this person, place, or thing. Your constant participation in the memory of this person, place, or thing that you say you hate is actually revealing how much you love it. So let's talk about this love-hate relationship we have with this life. I put on my Instagram the other day that let me see if I can find it. I don't need to remember it. I posted on my Instagram. See if I can see it. I can't see it. I said, stop trying to escape this heaven called life and start taking responsibility for it. Hell exists because you allow it to. I think you secretly love it. I posted a series of tweets in a similar vein. Another one said, black people say we are the original people of the planet. Black man is God. The black woman is the mitochondrial Eve. The Moors civilized Europe. Also black people, white people, stop copying us. The constant complain. Another tweet I posted: a lot of black people want the honor and natural privilege of blackness, but not the responsibility. And the last part I said, nothing, nothing, gossa. And these tweets stemmed from the thought, the thought that I've been doing this work for a long time. Before I knew I was doing this work, I was doing this work because of the family that I come from. So I've had a long time to observe our people, the condition that we're in, our habits, the rhythm that surrounds black people as a whole. And growing in my spiritual understanding and my understanding of natural spiritual law has helped me see and come to this very scary conclusion about us as a people. I'm going to take my time as I speak this. I feel like some part of us actually prefers this version of our experience, meaning oppression, meaning subjugation. I know it's gonna sound mad, but just walk with me on this path. I feel like there is a tremendous amount of pleasure from a sensational point of view that we derive from this experience of being the prey, of being the have-nots, of being the ones who's always under the foot of society. I actually feel like we love it. We love it. Genuinely love it. Like we love it. It's a game. It's a game that I feel like we're more interested in playing. It's a game that we like playing. Like we like our role as... You see what I'm saying? We like it. I don't know. I don't know, man. And the reason I say this, family, the reason I say this is because of the rhythm of things that I see happening. You know, we have gone through so much and had such a battle, but there's a rhythm. A lot of the things that are happening now happened 60 years ago. We just don't remember it. It's not a part of our memory. So we just created the memory again. You see what I'm saying? A lot of the things that are happening now in terms of protests, in terms of movements, they've happened before. So my question now is, and the reason why I've approached my work in this way, not in a typical way, is because I want to see if this is truly the last time we do this, or are we just playing the record again? And I say that to say, like, you know, for example, we look on TV, right? And right now there's a lot of black people on TV and stuff. But there was an era in the 90s and 80s where the same thing happened. It just goes away and then it comes back and you think it's new. You know, the pattern of there's a huge uproar. Maybe the energy in the atmosphere at the time causes uproar. There's an outrage. Corporations do something about it by highlighting black people, giving money to black causes. And then some point down the line, black people get comfortable. They spend the money. They forget. They think it's all kushti. And then that's it. We're still in the same condition until another generation, 20, 30 plus years later, come through and say, no, we haven't got nothing still. Like, don't worry, family. I'm not a historian. I just come from a family that have had to do this pattern over and over again. I know this only because my dad keeps archives of what he did at 27. Do you get what I'm saying? Of the protests he was doing, the community projects he was doing. And I'm like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? He was out here raising money for Mandela. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm like, fam, I'm not on it. Like, I don't, like, I understand time, but I'm not on it. Like, completely. I'm not on it. I'm not on none of it. I'm not on no form of repetition of the past. I don't want no part of it. I want my entire life to represent something that is brand new. And if that means I have to rip apart everything that I believe I am, which is what I have been doing for the last 10 years, then that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm not playing that record anymore. I'm not playing that record anymore. So I've had to look at myself. When I'm talking about we secretly love it, I have to look at myself and be like, we like making songs. We like, pause for a second. Yeah? How, like, my people, let's just stop the music for a second. Do you realize, yeah, how much you love this system? It's crazy. It's frightening how much we, like, and I'm talking about not affection. Let's look at love, not from an affectionate point of view, from a thought, action, interaction, intention, practice, and participation point of view. It's called principle. Those are your love principles. Okay? You love this system. And this is a very humbling thought, because it really gets you to look at your life and the way in which you interact with it. You love it. You love this system. And you love this experience of yourself. You're not affectionate towards it. You don't like it. But there is something about the sensation of oppression, yeah, that you love. Not enjoy, love. Not are thrilled about love, not like love. Do you understand the difference? You see that? Constantly cussing Babylon. Constantly looking on TV for where white people are going wrong. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's no black people on TV. And now black people on TV are like, oh, they're just using us to get money. Poor white people. They will never get it right. Never. You know what I'm saying? Never. Not in your eyes. Because you're looking for them to be your saviors. So, family, how about this? Have you ever sat and imagined your life? Have you ever sat and imagined your life without this fight? To all of my activists out there, to all of my righteous warriors, hold up, looking for my charger. To all of my righteous warriors out there, to all of my activists, to all of my, Black Power fam, to all of my, fists in the air, chant down Babylon fam. Can you imagine your life without white people? Some of you, right? If the boogie man, the white man, disappeared tomorrow, you would know what to do with your life. If this system disappeared tomorrow, you would not know what to do with your life. Some of you would beg for the white man to come back. Some of you, if this system disappeared, and it's disappearing right before your eyes, you cannot even see it, it's disappearing. But if that person, whatever white person you got in your head, or the system of white supremacy, inadequacy, if that disappeared, you would not know how to function. Because some of your definitions of blackness is literally based on comparing yourself to them. Oh, I'm black because my lips do this. Oh, I'm black because my ass does this and yours don't. Oh, I'm black because my hair does this and yours don't. Oh, I'm black because literally some of your entire experience of yourself is based on comparing yourself to a white person. That's dangerous. Your entire value is caught up in comparison. Therefore, the very things in which you complain about sustains your identity. That's called poison. That's called poison. You see what I'm saying? You see? So the very things that you racism, oppression, and all of these different things that you say you hate actually is your entire identity. And you would not know what to do if that no longer was apparent. Some of you cannot even imagine a world where you are truly free. You're always caught up in what the system thinks of you, or trying to prove yourself to some group of white people somewhere because you feel like they have control over your life. or you're constantly trying to make them feel bad about your existence as if they currently have any control over your existence. You're the one who deploys that power because you love it. You don't know anything else. So it's really time to start looking at yourself. You say you don't love certain things, but in principle, oh my God, you are in there like swimwear. You are inside. In principle, you don't like it, you don't enjoy it, you're not thrilled about it, but you love it. You love it. You love it. And that's the part you need to check. Because if you can't even imagine a world, if you can't even imagine a world where you are free, if you will never achieve, and this is the biggest thing. This is the biggest thing. This is the real judgment moment, family. You want heaven on earth, then you've got to let go of the hell that you have become accustomed to. And that is your choice. The only problem is hell has become a part of your identity. So now hell itself feels like castrating yourself. Oh, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? This is why Yeshua the Christ said, to enter the kingdom of heaven, you must become what? Come on, Christians. Talk to me. What did Yeshua say? To enter the kingdom of heaven, you must become what? Now, why did he say that? Why? You must become, as a child, born again. Born again, family. Because your attachments to this world is what keeps this world alive. Your bondage to your own trauma, your bondage to your own enemy, your bondage to your own suffering is what keeps it alive. This entire world is memory. Your entire experience of life is nothing but memory. And every day you wake up, you operate on memory. Brushing your teeth, saying your prayers, making your bed, opening the window, going to work, feeling sad about the rain, feeling happy about the sun. It's all just memory. You want to shift your experience of life? You need new memory. And you can't employ new memory if you are holding on, constantly reaffirming through your thoughts, through your actions, through your interactions, through your daily intentions, through your practice, through your participation, the discipline of your life. If you are reaffirming that memories, you cannot create and instate, erect, and charge with the force of discipline new memories. Therefore, you remain in a circle of hell, a circle of decadence. You want heaven? You need to instate the memory of heaven. That means having a new relationship with that which has caused you pain in the past. Having a new relationship with that which has been a part of your trauma. Having a new relationship with those things that put you away from peace. You need a new memory. then all of it will change. Heaven is not a destination. Heaven is a mode of transport. Heaven is a vehicle in which you experience this life in. There is no arriving at heaven. There's only being heaven. Heaven is your being. Hell is your being. Heaven and hell are intentional practices. Intentional practices. That's what heaven and hell are. They're not places you go when you die. They're places you live in and through. They're vehicles you travel through. In life and death. In life and death. We're all two things. We are all born and we will all die. What are the vehicles we are using to go to each transit point? From life to death, which is the guarantee. What vehicle are you using? Are you using a heavenly vehicle? Or are you using a hell vehicle? So you want to know what's going to happen in the afterlife? Look at your life right now. You want to know where you're going when you die? Look at your life right now. On earth as it is in heaven. It's a response. It's a call and response. It's a mirror. It's a reflection. You get to decide because you are the vehicle. Heaven in the now or hell in the now. No one knows when you die. You gonna die tomorrow. You die in the next moment. Doesn't matter. Death is on its way to you. Life is happening right now. What vehicle are you choosing? Choose your player. Select your player. Where's Mario? Come through, Mario. Tell him.
Select your player.
Come through, Mario.
Select your player.
One more time.
Select your player.
For the gram. One more time.
Select your player.
That's what I'm talking about. Select your player, family. You get the option. You out here cussing God. God, why you give me this kid? Why you give me this? Shut up. You pick that. One more time.
Select your player.
Come through. That's you. That's you. You decide what you get to channel. You decide what you get to channel. Heaven and hell are vehicles in which we travel in. So don't talk to me about what you hate, about what you love. You love it, show me. Show me. Don't show me, show yourself. Be the reflection of that which you say you love. Be the absolute, yes, reflection of that which you say you love. And if you don't love it, do not allow it to take up residency in your toolbox, in your type toolbox. If you do not love it, do not allow it to take up residency. Let's do questions, family. We've got 15 minutes left. The Spirit has been inspiring me today. But let's do questions right about now. Funk Soul family. Yes? Let's go. Let's do questions. family. Family, this live is led by the powerful oath. Waroho, heaven is my right and heaven is my responsibility. Family, this is why we do this live. This is our intention when we do this live. Heaven is my right and heaven is my responsibility. We are vessels of the heavenly consciousness that we call God, Mungu, Allah, Tiku, Oludumare, Yahweh, Ngai. We are the vessels of that consciousness, and because of that, we are deserving, and it is our birthright of heaven. And also, it is our responsibility, family. There is no extraterrestrial being that is responsible for it. Yeah? So let's get it in, family. Let's do questions. Family, this podcast is Spiritual Health with Mikel. You can find it all over the internet on all podcast platforms, from Spotify to Apple Podcasts to Anchor. You'll be able to find this spiritual health conversation all over, family. So if you ever want to listen back to any of these episodes, you could just go on these platforms, type Spiritual Health with Mikel. Also, family, for anyone who wants one-to-one spiritual health coaching, it is my dedication and a part of my highest intentions to guide people personally through their spiritual health journey so that they are able to experience the best out of the life that they have been given, family. Each and every single one of us has been born for a purpose, to experience the magic and wonders of life, family. Never forget that, alright? And a part of those wonders are not only the pleasures, but also the challenges that make us enjoy the pleasures and allow us to become more wise and powerful, okay? So, if you would like one-on-one spiritual health coaching, please come through and message me. Also, family, you can join our study group where we go into the 11 laws of God, okay? So there's so many different access points, family, to what I'm sharing. This is another one. We do a weekly study group, the 11 laws of God. Weekly study group on Sundays. It's not happening this Sunday, but it's a weekly study group. You can sign up via my website, worldchangerlife.com. We study the 11 laws of God, which is really about our spiritual scientific design, okay? Understanding who we are on a spiritual level so that we again can get the best out of ourselves. Now, we got 10 minutes left, so I'm gonna go through your questions. All right, let's go. What would you say to those who feel they are stuck on the same cycle and feel they can't change it, i.e. same career, etc.? What would I say? It's about memory, family. It's about memory. Before I go on, the name of the book is called Ma'at, the 11 Laws of God. You can download the book for free from my website. Just go to worldchangerlife.com. The link is in my bio. You can download the book on PDF for free, and then join our study group as well. So yeah, family, it's about memory. If we're stuck in the same cycle and can't change it, the first is about memory. Observing that you're in the cycle is the first part. You know, observing, oh my gosh, I'm in a cycle and I don't think that this cycle is conducive, but you're in it. You're in the cycle. Cool. You have to go through your process of shifting. This is why I spoke about the toolbox of love. Yes, the love service toolbox, right, is your thoughts, your actions, your interactions, your intentions, your practices, and your participations. If you want to begin to start to change that in any way, shape, or form, you have to introduce, as you're going on your cycle, introduce new thoughts. For example, that could be listening to my podcast, tuning into what I do every day. It could be introducing a new thought pattern into your life, right? A new action, right? This could be a different way of starting your day, a different way of interacting with the things you do in life. This could be a new form of study, a new group, like being in Waroho House, participating in certain love services, allowing yourself. It's all about a reprogramming of memory. That's literally all this is. Yes? Any cycle that we're in, right? It's about memory. When we go to food, that's why we can't look at things as good and bad. It's just about memory and what we've become disciplined to in our memory. Okay? So, you know, if we're eating a certain food when we feel a certain way, it's because of the memory. You see, if we're going to certain behaviors, you know, like pornography, when we feel a certain way, it's because of a memory. If we're picking up the Bible, you know, or another book, when we're in a certain space, it's based on memory. You see, changing the memory means using those tools of thought, action, interaction, practice, and participation to change the experience, thus creating a new cycle. You have to remember, you are always in a cycle. Life is a cycle. Life is a rhythm. So to change the rhythm, you must change the beats in that rhythm. I.e., you know, sometimes it's as extreme as quitting your job. Yes? Sometimes it's as extreme as quitting your job. I've done that on many occasions. Yes? And now I'm not telling you to do what I do, but I'm going to give you, like, everyone's got their own level of bravery. Family, let me tell you something. In order to change my rhythm, I had to fully shift my rhythm and my cycle of being an artist, of being an entrepreneur, of being just a human, by moving to Africa, by plunging myself, yes, into the motherland with about £200 in my account, into a country that I have no family or friends in, going to live there, yes, with £200 in my account, helped me shift an entire cycle. Literally shifted my reality, because not only did I have to change how I lived, where I lived, what I did when I woke up, how I functioned as I went throughout my day, the language that I was speaking, the people that I was surrounded to, the way I gathered food, the way that what I did for money, my entire life had to change. That's the extremities, for example, that I have gone through to shift my own life cycles, my own life habits, to put myself in a position and place where I got to experience an entire new version of myself. And for those of you who know me beyond 5 years, will have been able to see. And even if you don't know me, you could just go online and watch the transformation. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about, family. It's about memory. It's about memory. What are you allowing yourself to experience? So that you, in memory, can transform who you are. This is what this entire conversation is actually about. You say you don't like. This is now speaking not just to you, Houthi 3000, but now to the wider scope of black people, but now also human beings. Alright? If you are saying you are done with this world, if you are saying you are done with oppression, done with white supremacy, done with rare te, if you are saying you are done, then the focus is less about the people you believe who are the gatekeepers of such, but more about the lifestyle in which you submit yourself to, which keeps those things in existence. If you do not know yourself outside of the experience of these things that you say you have disdain for, if you don't know who you are outside, then how can there be anything else in existence? Because someone is not living the life that you are complaining about. This world is so vast that someone is living outside of the confinements that you call a prison. But are you dedicated to submitting your life to that level of transformation? That's the real question. You want to chant down Babylon, but you live inside of it. So you're not really chanting, you're just whispering at the walls of Babylon. You live inside of Babylon. Babylon is your skin. Babylon is your programming. It's your very design. So you ain't chanting down Babylon, you're whispering. One day I want you to change. One day I want you to shift. One day, because you know if Babylon comes crumbling down, you're dying with it. Because you are the very system you say you hate. And that is the paradox of the life that we live. That is what Yeshua was talking about when Yeshua said it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. Because the rich man is pummeled, overwhelmed with material possession and attachment to this world. And to enter the kingdom of heaven, you have to become fully removed from the design of this world. And that is equivalent to death. Because all you know yourself to be is challenged. Your very mindset, your very understanding of self is challenged. This is why, family, I have been tasked with creating Waroho House. This is what Waroho House is about. You will have seen the evolution from World Changer Life to now a house, which must become the incubator for this lifestyle. Because it is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle that we cannot live on our own. We must be able to commune on this spiritual health journey. If we know that an entire transformation needs to happen for us to experience heaven, then we must be able to create community from that if we are to be successful, or fall back into the group thinking. This is why Waroho House exists. This is why this love service exists, why I wake up every day. This is why we're going to do Cheza Rojo in 1 hour. This is why we're creating new memories. This is why I bring people to Africa. This is why we do Swahili classes in Waroho House. This is why we have healing sessions, and we encourage everybody to come forward with that which they are willing to become students of and masters of in the form of spiritual health, because this is about all of us. All of us must take this responsibility for those who say they want it. And I'm not here to be judge and jury over whoever wants to do whatever. I'm saying this is what I am about. I am Waroho. You understand? And here is the community that I am dedicated to being a part of. Who wants to join me? That's it. That's it. And you have your prerogative. I just want the option. I just want to be able to present the option for the new memory. The new memory, family, which is heaven on earth. The new memory, which is heaven on earth. Lifestyle. Heaven on earth. Right now. Not when I'm dead, but as I live. From this life to the next life. Thank you very much, family, for listening in. We got the countdown. Sorry we didn't get to answer all the questions today. Let's carry them on tomorrow. Naku maisha watu waroho. Peace in, love out. I'll see you in an hour for Cheza Rojo. Let's get it in, family. We're going to stay on shuffle mode today. Cheza Rojo, let's kill it today. Peace in.